Hey everyone! It's just wrapping up New Year's. It's the 5th of January. Quick one today. This is mainly just to congratulate someone on something that has happened to them. So, on New Year's Eve, I learned that someone I know is getting an MBE. Now, what is an MBE, you ask? An MBE is the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. This is an award for contributions to the arts, sciences, and charity work and stuff like that. In the US, they have medals that the president will give you. There's military ones, but there's also civilian, normal person ones. And guess who's getting an MBE this year? Paul Edwards, the CEO of Guerrilla Brewing. So, congratulations to you. When I say that this is unbelievable, it has nothing to do with the fact that you may or may not deserve it, and merely for the fact that I'm in awe that I even know someone with an MBE. And I say that because I already knew what an MBE was. And I'll just go through a short list of people with MBEs. Adele. The Beatles as a collective, and George Harrison, my favorite Beatle, as an individual. Sir Paul McCartney has an MBE. He has a level 1 MBE, which is the, Grand Order of the Knighthood of the British Empire. There's different levels, but any MBE is impressive regardless. Jackie Chan has an MBE. Richard Curtis, the director who did Love Actually and rom-com British movies, which are really good movies, a lot of them. Dizzy Rascal has one. Ed Sheeran has one. Rosé from Blackpink, who's actually from New Zealand, Australia, so she's actually of the British Empire as a citizen, let's say. Canadians can get MBEs too. I actually don't know any Canadians with MBEs. David Bowie was going to get one, but you can decline it. This isn't hoisted upon you, or foisted, or forced upon you. You can decline if you'd like, and with the Queen back then, or the King now giving it out, it's completely reasonable that some individuals may not want to be complicit in that, although as a good Canadian boy, I think getting something from King Charles would be kind of neat. Anyway, why is he getting this, right? Well, surely the beer thing, it's not necessarily for owning Guerrilla. He's also chair of the International School of Busan since 2019, and he's been supporting the school and its community on a voluntary basis for the last 5 years. And he's being thanked for financially restructuring the school during COVID and navigating challenges during that whole nightmare that we all lived through in recent memory. And so, I have a newing here. And congratulations, Paul. Again, it's absurd that I'm on a first-name basis with someone with an MBE, given the list that I gave you. A huge chunk of people with MBEs are going to be things for scientific research and charity work, which, if you looked at the list of every MBE person ever, there is a large chunk that you're not going to have heard of. I merely used Adele and the Beatles for effect so that you understand the level of expertise or influence or work that you need to put in to achieve one. People in rural Scotland are not going to know who Paul Edwards is, but that's okay. The fact that he's won one for charity work in a city, the second largest city in Korea, well earned. This one's for you. And this weekend, I started with a little bubble. That's the new gold medal beer for the Daegu Stout SmackDown 2025. Got an Imperial Stout going. This weekend, very busy. I made some tiramisu with the best roastery in Cheonan. And I made some rendang sapi.
Nah, that's cheating.
So, next time you see Paul, this does not mean that you need to call him Sir. Again, that's reserved for the level of Knight Grand Cross or Dame Grand Cross of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, which is the first level. Or the Knight Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. I'm sure Paul has the 5th level, which is again, I don't say this to be a smartass, the lowest level. But when you have knighthood at the top and MB, all the artists I mentioned have an MBE, so there's no shade here. All of them are impressive in their own way. So, to Busan, I do have to thank Paul for his influence at Gorilla and inspiring me to make better beers. I won the silver at the Wildcat Brewing kind of IPA awards. Despite popular belief, my name is actually just name. But I do have the medal to prove it. Stuff it! And a large influence on that beer that I got the silver for was the Creamsicle IPA from Gorilla. My decision to use Equinaut hops in that and dry hop the shit out of it with Equinaut is directly related to the fact that they do put their ingredients lists on the cans. And I did take inspiration from that. I said, if I'm going to make a hazy IPA, I really want it to taste like that one that Paul makes the Creamsicle one at Gorilla. And so that directly influenced my win as a silver medal winner at that competition. So thanks, Paul. Thanks everyone at Gorilla. And again, well met. Congrats on your MBE. What the fuck?